Thank you, dignitaries. Let's all join together for a group picture.
Fast. If you're not fast today, customers don't have the time, because all of us are toggling between various things that we want to do. Even as we sit here, many of us are looking at our mobile phones because of the fact that that's the way life is for us. The life is about being in multiple places, our attention being in multiple places, and to capture the time of customers is becoming difficult. When you capture and when you do not deliver, it's difficult. No wonder that quick commerce is working well, because most of us go to the kitchen, suddenly remember, oh, we call on our mobile phone, continue our cooking. So that's the way life is. So I think that fast is becoming important, and many people, yesterday we were sitting in a nice place in one of our members' houses. I won't tell the person's name currently, but we know whom we sat with. And 50% of the people did not watch the cricket match, although it was the last few overs of the match. Why? They said it's a 5-day match. I can't even stand this. So unfortunately, we're becoming like that. We don't even want to see that 5-day match because we are into a very fast-paced thing. If it's a 2020, maybe more people would have watched at that same time. So that's the way fast is. And then the E is about everywhere. We want our retailers to be with us anytime and every time, and from wherever we are. Even I am sitting in some other part of the world, if I have to shop and send something at my house, I should be able to access that particular retailer. If you are not as a retailer with me every time, then I don't want you with us. So this is what is happening as the 4 things in the minds of consumers, and lots more. I'm sure each one of you got your own theory and methods to it, but this is what is the thought process there. But more importantly, I think today I want to dedicate a little bit of thoughts, and I'm not going to talk about time here, to a concept that I think is what I learned yesterday evening when I was sitting with everybody. I think the entire set of businesses, especially in retail, is going through a concept around breaking the myths. All of us are thinking that a business is done in a particular form. The day we get into that thought process, there are others who come in and they break that particular myth altogether. If you look at everything that's happened to each one of you in your own businesses, if Mr. Kodandraman started Vivek's in those years, he started it by breaking a few myths around the retail business on the electronics businesses. Because he said, okay, if you are into the CDIT product, the consumer durables product, then I'm going to break the myth. I'm going to do a sale on the 31st, which Mr. Biju Kurian talked about, on the year end, that will be better than anybody else. And if you think that there cannot be discounts given, at a time when it was not easy to create discounts for electronic products, he broke the myth. If you look at each one of you, I just saw Mr. Poti here, when he came in, I'm sure when he first set up this very large store, people said, then he said, okay, I'll do it, let's see where it goes. I come from Shopper Stop. When we set up Shopper Stop, the very first time, people say, how can you do a 50,000 square feet store in this country to sell garments and accessories? But the fact is that we converted a theatre, it got into a situation where people came in and said, ippadi kuda shopping panna mudiyuma. So that broke the myth. But if you really look at today, it's much more than that. Today's breaking the myth is about there is no barrier to entry into this business of retail. All of us used to think that you need a little bit of capital and money to enter into retail. But when Biju was talking about that ability to do social commerce, I have known people who not even had 5,000 rupees, who started doing trading online thanks to social media, maybe on Instagram, and suddenly they are saying that they've got a brand which is now in multiple countries, not just in India, in multiple countries, because they've created a very large business that otherwise we cannot really imagine. There are people who are entering today at an age where we will think that we are still going to be studying in school and colleges. People who are doing their business at 17 and 18 years of age and still able to run businesses. So there are people currently breaking myths. Unless we get involved in our own business and keep thinking, is there a myth that we can break in this business? I think we may land ourselves into a different situation. Even as we do our events, I keep telling our team that if we don't break something which has always been conventional in its nature, we may not be able to do a better job of it. So with that, I will hope that all of us will go out of this room learning a few things from each other, trying to see if we can go back home and try and break a myth that can change the fortunes of our business so that we can really create what I would call as business continuity. We would say, why break a myth and then create continuity? But you can't create continuity without breaking a myth. I do believe that many of us are into a situation where we have businesses that runs well because we are there. But the question is, will that company that I want all of us to go out with, if you are involved in a business which can't outlive you, again there is a question mark about business continuity. With those two, I do hope that we are going to enjoy ourselves. We have a lot of things set up for you the whole day, and I'm sure Ritesh is going to tell us what's in stock. Thank you, namaskaram.
Thank you, Mr. Kumar Rajagopalam, for showering us with a lot of insights. And now, a warm Chennai hospitality is going to lead us, and please welcome Mr. Suhail Satar, Chairman of the Chennai Chapter and Managing Director of Hasbro Clothing, to deliver the welcome address to all of us. Welcome, sir.
Hi, good morning, vanakkam. So one half of my speech Biju stole, and the other half of my speech Kumar stole. So they have delivered my opening address. Jokes aside, we have Mr. Godan Raman here, and I'd like him to deliver the welcome address. He doesn't come very often, so you can give the mic to him, please. Mr. Godan Raman. It's a very special occasion for us, and at RAI would not have been formed without his support. So today, as a mark of respect to him, I'd like him to deliver welcome.
Very good morning, all of you, dear friends. I am really felt very happy to see all of you. For a considerable time, I could not able to attend, but I know the kind of birth. I have seen the birth of Retailer Association of India. We are used to struggle to form this association. And time has come, 20 years before, we could able to nurture this, and today it has grown, and it is one of the best organizations, Retailer Association India, serving to the community of retail. In turn, these retailers can go back to the customers and they can able to reach millions of customers. They have done. I'm extremely happy for our chairman to be present here and see that event is going. Kumar is taking every effort. See that this 13th, I hope, 13th year of Chennai chapter, certainly it will grow, do well, and people spoke about it in the country, how we are conducting, how we are responding. And I am really happy to say, and we are proud, that most of the retailers that it used to say that Chennai is the retailer Mecca. It is a birthplace. You cannot even today, after 20, 30 years of thing, nobody can able to match the brands which are housed here. It has become a global and national brands. Thank you very much for attending. I am really happy for giving me an opportunity to speak and say, and best friend has come as a chief guest, and certainly the kind of brand which he has built in this country, nobody can able to do it. You will certainly better to hear from him how this brand has come up. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you, Vijay. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Very nice, sir.
Thank you so very much, Mr. V.A. Godan Raman Chetty, sir, founder of Vivek's. Please land him a big round of applause. Thank you, sir, and thank you, Mr. Suhail Satar, sir, as well. And now let's spark some excitement, inviting the storytelling maestro behind today's theme. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Dr. Hitesh Bhatt, Director, Marketing and Communications at RAI and Editorial Director at Storai Magazine.
Good morning, Chennai. As sir said, this is the 13th year for our Chennai chapter and Chennai Retail Summit as well. I take this pride and it's an honor, to share with you what's in it for today. We have got who's who of the Chennai or Tamil Nadu retail here with us today, right from this time till the end of the evening, which we are going to end with our awards. We start, like sir just now said, that we have got a very, very big dignitary with us, our chief guest, R.G. Chandramogan, founder of Hatsun Group. And like all of you, even I am, eagerly waiting to hear how this brand has, come up. We all know the story, but to hear from sir's mouth, the man who did it is something, inspirational. We'll be having, couple of panels throughout the day, and then we have got a couple of standalone presentations. Plus, we have got 1 or 2 fireside chats. The whole day is structured in such a way that we are going to take care of many aspects, starting from, scaling up smartly, strategies for sustainable growth. If you look at what Biju sir and Kumar sir spoke about, somewhere or the other that growth is the underlying factor. And how that growth is going to happen, and here the word growth is not important, sustainable growth is important in today's world. And that's what we are going to discuss immediately, after this in the first panel. We are going to have some presentations on global selling, how you can sell globally. We have got our colleagues from Amazon Global Selling who are going to share with us how you can scale up globally. We are going to have a presentation on leads to loyalty and growth. So how are you getting your leads, whether it is online or offline? From those leads, how are you converting the customers, and from those customers, how are you going to convert it into loyalty? Now, how that's going to happen and what are the tools for it? WhatsApp, RCS, etc. are some of the tools in today's world. Kumar sir did mention that all of us are, constantly in touch with this, and that's why many of us have this neck problem, that's the reason. But those neck problems are here, that WhatsApp is something which has transformed the way we do the business, and this is what this presentation and the discussion on how to get leads and loyalty. We are going to have something on cash management services. Many of you are doing cash management, all of you in fact, so we are going to have a presentation there. We are having a panel discussion on tradition meets innovation, building retail generations. Now, what do you mean by tradition meets innovation, and what do you mean by retail generations? It's not about from father to son and so on and so forth. But the way, apart from that, how retail has changed. If you look at Biju sir's slide of kind of commerce is social commerce, quick commerce, and all the others online, offline. The way, the tradition has changed by these innovations. And that's where the current retail business is going a paradigm shift. Just in the morning, I was discussing with somebody, and that was not expected. I was discussing with a couple of them, in fact. And we have seen the paradigm shift happening not only here in Chennai, but that is across the retail sector all across the country. How are we going to face that challenge? Because one thing is for sure, everybody is in the same boat. It's going to hit you today or tomorrow, but it's definitely going to hit you. And how are we going to be prepared for that? Another thing that we are going to discuss on beyond the metros, big opportunities in smaller cities. Now, if you look at it, quick commerce people and companies are investing huge thousands of crores is what their plans are, because they've got their fundings till today. Some of them are coming with 1,000 dark stores, 2,000 dark stores in the next 5 years. Where are these dark stores going to be? Whose business they are going to take away? Right from, we have a car here and we saw a couple of months back, buy a Skoda on, quick commerce. So everything will be sold there. But what does the opportunity this tier 2 and tier 3 and tier 4 cities has for us? Are we prepared for that? And it's something that we can hear from all the esteemed panelists that we have with us. We are going to talk about a lot of AI.